So today has been pretty much a rest day. I ran a kilometer and a half with my clients. It wasn't fast for me. And literally when I started running, it was like I was hobbling. So I knew instantly, you're not pushing it today because your calves are still like a rock. I've got an appointment tomorrow with my acupuncturist / physio, and that will be after I do a 6.5K run. So hopefully I'm all good. I'm sure I'll be all good, but I'll keep you updated tomorrow. However, one thing happened this morning. I woke up with a little cold sore, and I am like, now that I think of it in reflection, I'm like, duh. Over the last couple of days, I've been craving caffeine. I'm wanting caffeine. I'm wanting as much caffeine as possible. And usually that happens when I'm feeling run down, because I'm feeling run down. I'm wanting the caffeine to spike up my energy so I can, continue doing work. I know this, and I know focusing on recovery is a huge thing. So if you don't focus on recovery, then get ready to burn the candle at both ends, because unfortunately, if you're not getting enough recovery in, this is what happens. Your body gives you feedback. You get sick, you get cold sores, everyone has some sort of symptom that pops up. Now, what do I mean by recovery? I'm not talking about ice baths and saunas or stretching or doing rolling out your legs. All that can be super helpful for recovery. I'm just talking about pure sleep. I had a look at my sleep stats, and I know that my sleep hasn't been, I've been under 6 hours a couple of times over the last week, and I haven't had any days of I've been average between 5 to 6.5, and that's not enough for me. I know that. So my body's giving me feedback. You need to have a good sleep. And some things that have been that can affect your sleep if you are someone who has a challenging sleep is this. Be mindful of this. Caffeine after 12 o'clock. Don't have it in the in the afternoon, because caffeine stays in your system for 8 hours. If you think that it doesn't, it does. It really does. And the only reason I found out about that is I completely eliminated caffeine out of my diet, and then I reintroduced it, and I realized the impact it was having on me. I didn't believe it until I did the test myself. So that impacts your sleep. Alcohol impacts your sleep. And on Saturday night, I had a drink of a decaf espresso martini. And the next day, my watch told me that my autonomic system didn't have a good recovery. So I don't know how accurate the watches are, but it does tell me when I have alcohol, gives me feedback to let me know I haven't had a good sleep. So these things can impact your sleep. Now, why is it important to have a good sleep? You got to remember, when you do training, when you do your running and you go to the gym, you're not building muscle in that moment. You're actually tearing the muscle. So sleep is when your muscles rebuild. And that is uber important so that you can keep backing it up and pushing the limits with your training. You need to be able to rebuild the muscle, and then you can come back stronger and then push that limit again. And so if you're not actually having the proper recovery, your body's fatigued, your immune system will be lower, and it's working in overdrive to help get you recovered as soon as possible, help fix the damages that are in the body. And so you're feeling a little compromised. And so if you're around anyone that has some sort of virus, you're probably going to pick it up, or you'll get feedback from your body letting you know that you're run down. So that's what I have. I know this. I'm aware of it. So tonight I'm going to have an early bed night. It is now 8 o'clock. I'm just finishing off my dinner, and then I'm going to do a stretch, and then I'm going to do some journaling. Oh, that's the other thing that really helps me with having a good sleep. If there's anything that's been challenging throughout the day, anything, it could be just what someone said. It could be anything you can think of. I write it down in my journal, and I say to myself, or ask myself, what was the benefit of that challenge? Because at the moment, I'm only seeing one side of the challenge, which is, this is annoying, it's frustrating, it's made me angry, or whatever. I'm feeling an emotion, but I'm not seeing the upside of that challenge. And when I see the upside of that challenge, I feel like it reduces my stress. So that's something that I like to do at night. So anyway, Let's see how I go tomorrow with the 6.5K. Prior to seeing Nathan, my acupuncturist, I'm going to let you know what I get done and what the issues are and see if I can back it up on Saturday.